Got my eyes straight ahead, got my head in the game. With the red light on, I'm just waiting for the change. Keep my head down low.
Welcome back to the Slippery Slope podcast. I'm Jay Fallon. So today I'm going to unpack a post from President Donald Trump on his Truth Social network, and it's a big one. So China has reportedly sent a hostile letter to the world announcing sweeping export controls on nearly every product they manufacture, effective November 1st, 2025. Just let that sink in. So, not just targeting one country, not just a trade dispute, this is a global move. And according to Trump, it's a plan that's been in the works for years. So, I have to ask, where could this take us? Is this the beginning of a global economic war? Are we staring down the barrel of World War III? I have spoken about that before. I personally believe China is in such a poor economic state, being dragged down by the construction industry. Uh, One of the main players there is that Evergreen. They're in such a terrible state there. I think they are looking for an excuse to be able to take from other nations, possibly a war. So Trump responded by declaring a 100% tariff on Chinese goods and export controls on critical software. That's not a slap on the wrist. That's economic warfare. But here's the deeper question. Why now? Why this level of escalation? And what's the spiritual cost of this kind of global tension? Let's look at this biblically. Matthew 24:7 says, nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Also in Matthew 24, when Jesus is sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples come to him. Jesus says to them, one of the first things he says is, take heed that no one deceives you, insinuating that there's going to be great deception. So you've got this nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Revelation 6 from 5 to 6 talks about the rider on the black horse who's going to bring economic upheaval, scarcity, and control. So could this be part of that unfolding? Could we be watching the setup for a digital trade grid, one that forces nations into submission? And what happens when software becomes the weapon? When access to code, encryption, and infrastructure is restricted, not by military might, but by export controls. So I've talked quite a lot about manipulation and control before, but this feels a little different. This feels like possibly the next phase. And I don't think it's any coincidence that we have nations like the UK bringing in their digital ID. We have Australia moving forward with extreme, in my opinion, extreme hate laws. Also, we've got their new digital ID, online digital ID, which is it's for the protection of young children, but we're bringing that in. I think that's going to be escalated quite rapidly. So I'll leave you with all of this. I don't think this is coincidence. The question is, are we prepared for what's coming? I said in a previous episode, I thought there was a crisis coming. And someone said, oh, crisis, we're already in a crisis. But I think there's something massive coming. There's something that's going to put the whole world on the back foot. So are we prepared for what's coming? Are we spiritually grounded enough to discern truth from propaganda? Which is why Jesus said, take heed that no one deceives you. So are you spiritually grounded enough to discern truth from propaganda? And are we willing to speak up before silence becomes complicity? Thanks for listening. Please make sure you subscribe, share, stay alert. Check out my music. Give me a like and a share. A comment would be great. I'm Jay Fallon. Thanks for listening to The Slippery Slope. Until next time, stay grounded, stay discerning, stay in the Word. Thanks for listening to The Slippery Slope.
They just fuel a desire that will take me higher. I'm on fire because nothing's gonna